Hey y'all, welcome back to Shanetta's DIY Life channel. Thank you guys so much for always watching my videos. I am doing a DIY mirror fringe. I've been having this mirror in my basement for a couple months now. I got it from the Salvation Army. It was a great deal because it was so big, but it looked so plain on my wall. So I was super excited to finally find something that gives a little character to put on my wall, and it looks so good when I hung it up downstairs. So thank you guys once again. Thank you to all my new subscribers. If you're not a subscriber, hit that button so that we can, go on this journey together in DIY land. To get started, I am using a small canvas to wrap my yarn around. This is how I was able to make it the length I wanted it to be to hang from the bottom of my mirror. Now your arms are going to get a workout because you got to go over and over and over and over, and it's such a tedious task. So throw on some music, dance while you're doing it. That's exactly what I did. Put a little fun in this DIY because the end result is beautiful. Now yarn is rather thick. I'm not using the really big ones, but when you put a bunch of this beside each other, it becomes very full quicker. So you don't need a whole lot done. As you can see, you can still see through the board with the amount that I used. And when you cut it in half, it's going to cover each other. So it's going to give it a little bit more volume and body. So you don't have to go all out crazy with this. So now I am using a piece of tape to put on the back and the front, because when I cut this off of the canvas, I don't want my yarn to just fall all over the place, and I have to put them in order in a single line, piece by piece, and that being so much time. So this is a great tip to do when you're cutting it off of whatever you're cutting it off to get the fringe. Now you're going to find the center of your yarn, get some sharp scissors, and cut your yarn in half. I did not have a clue how much to use, so I really just went with the flow with trying to figure out how much fringe or yarn I wanted to use. So you would have to do the same. I didn't have a guide or nothing like that. Once you cut it in half, you're going to have to attach the fringe so that it can all be in place and not be moving all around when you are having it on the back of your mirror. Now, granted, you can just glue this like this on the back of your mirror, but for me, I wanted to have more control on all these little itty bitty pieces. So I found some old small pieces of backing. I'm not sure. I had upholstered a chair from the Goodwill a couple years ago, and this is what they said I needed to have when I was finishing the back edges, and I just kept it because I had so much. And this is perfect because it's hard cardboard, and I can just glue it on here with some hot glue and have it so that I can manipulate it while turning it and twisting it on the back of my mirror. You can use anything. If you have some old pizza boxes, some old cereal boxes, any kind of piece of cardboard, any kind of hard paper, it will be perfect for doing it this way because you will be able to more control how you lay it out on the back of the mirror to get the best look, especially if you want to do some kind of design or if you want to cut it. Make sure you are applying pressure when you are applying the glue so that it can adhere to as many pieces as possible. Alright, so gluing the sides is now done. Now we're going to glue the very top. And this is to give it more security of making sure we are attaching as many pieces of this yarn as possible, because you do not want to have any just falling out randomly once you hang it up. So glue, glue, glue to your heart desires or how much you feel you need for your project. Now it's time to run your fingers through the yarn like a comb to get any pieces that did not attach to the hot glue. Any pieces you find, just attach with the hot glue at the top. I found a couple pieces, so I just did it manually without filming myself doing it. Go over it once again to make sure you have no others, and now it's time to put it on the back of the mirror. So I'm using a small circular disc I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm using that to help me pivot my mirror side to side and up and down. Now I just put the two backings with the yarn behind the mirror to get an idea of where I want it to go and how it will look. So I got two pieces of clear tape to put reference points on the back of the mirror so I can know this is where I want to actually glue the pieces on the mirror, and this is where I am pointing to now. So now I am just putting both of the pieces on the back, using my reference points to know where it needs to go, to have an idea before I start gluing to make sure it is perfect. I do not want the brown pieces to show on the side of the mirror, so I'm making sure they are not 100% flush with the side. They are a little more tucked back. I glued them on the back of the mirror, applied pressure, and now I'm gluing the very top as I did before so that it can get a lot more of glue. And because I did not have the actual hanging mechanisms, now I'm using a piece of twine, as you see, but it's only temporary. And this is so gorgeous. Look how beautiful it is, guys. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Give me a thumbs up. Have a great one, everyone.